Hi, my dog lovers. Hi, this is Dr. D here. I am doing a kitchen talk today. Decided to have a little break and have lunch and then go through some of your emails and questions. Today, I'm going to answer a question about cleansing reactions after you start healthy supplements. So the question came from Sarah. And she says, I purchased all the 4 essentials and started them 2 weeks ago yesterday. I have been giving GreenMin for exactly 1 week yesterday and everything has been great. I did notice stools a little loose, but nothing crazy. Until yesterday, my dogs were needing out to potty urgently multiple times throughout the day. I went ahead and skipped GreenMin and soul food yesterday because I didn't want to make things worse. Is it okay? Should I continue to take a break for a few days? I'm sure GreenMin is doing its job, so I don't want to mess things up, but I don't want my dogs to be miserable either. So, to explain how any kind of detox process or supplementation works, when the body is depleted and sometimes even toxins are present, it is kind of dormant, and there's normally about 37 trillion chemical reactions happening in the body every second. And when these reactions cannot go on, it's like a production line that gets stopped. Now, suddenly, you provide your body with vitamins and minerals, and it starts waking up. It's almost like if you were waking up from anesthesia or from a really long, deep sleep after injury. First, you need to rest. And so the body waits. Usually it takes a couple of days before it kind of jumpstarts the chemical reactions and the cleansing processes and all that. So it is normal for your dog to have a little period of nothing much happening, maybe a little bit of loose stool, and then possible gut diarrhea, possible skin eruptions. All those are cleansing reactions that lead to better health and better efficiency of your dog's metabolism and ultimately better health. So, to answer your question, if you have a dog that does have higher toxicity or needs a little wake-up call, if you see diarrhea or agitation or skin rashes, you can step back a little bit, maybe stop the supplements for a day, then start again with half a dose, and then over a few days, maybe 5 to 7 days, just up to the regular dose. As I said, it is normal to have cleansing reactions and they're actually beneficial. It's almost like if you start cleaning a kitchen or your bedroom or your closet, it gets messy for a while until the system settles down in a new order and new degree of health. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, you can always email us through our website at peterdobias.com. I have another question for one of our dog lovers who is asking if GreenMin is good for puppies and senior dogs. Now, before I answer that question, I would like to take us back to nature and look at all the mammals and see what they do after weaning. They all eat pretty much the same food, whether it's elephants, wolves, coyotes, cats. They basically eat just one food for the young ones, for the adult ones, and for the seniors. The idea of the different phases of food came from pet food companies who made us believe that we need to create these different categories for different age stages and age groups and breeds and make it look like it's really complicated. But nature does not make it complicated. The food is the same for young ones and adult dogs and seniors. Now, when it comes to supplements, all natural supplements, plant-based supplements, minerals, vitamins, probiotics, they're the same for all the stages, all life stages. So to make it simple, GreenMin is suitable for puppies, adult dogs, and seniors because it's whole food based. One of our dog lovers has asked a question how to recognize if the supplements that she's giving are working. And it's relatively simple. There are some methods that I've been using in practice and are inexpensive and very accurate, and that is hair testing. Now, if you compare hair testing and blood testing, there are two different methods that are quite different in providing different results. Hair testing gives you a snapshot over a period of time. If you collect a hair sample that is, let's say, 1 inch long, that hair takes some time to grow. And it'll give you almost like a time capsule of mineral content in your dog's body. Now, when it comes to blood sample, it gives you an idea where the liver enzymes, kidney values, complete blood cell counts are at the particular time. But it will not give you a period of 2 or 3 months. So there may be one day when the sodium in your dog's blood is higher, but overall the sodium storage may be depleted, or potassium or magnesium or calcium. So as I said, hair test gives you a snapshot of time, longer period of time, and blood sample gives you a very short period of time or a moment at time. I personally prefer hair testing for assessing nutritional supplements and how they work and assessing toxicity because it gives me a more complete idea. Now, if you are introducing your dog on mineral support such as GreenMin and amino acid support, I usually recommend taking a hair test sample at the beginning of the supplementation to kind of see where your starting point is. And then assess or do another test in 4 to 6 months because the hair has grown out enough and it'll give you an idea what the current situation is or the past 3 months have been. And if you're giving enough or if you need to up or decrease the dose. I was just browsing through questions from one of our customers, and there was one person, an animal healer from Switzerland, who was asking, how do I deal with supplementation of iodine? And he was specifically wondering about nascent iodine, which is basically the monoatomic iodine form. Based on science, monoatomic or nascent iodine doesn't really exist, and I do not recommend taking a chemical iodine, basically iodine solution, and supplementing your dog's food. What I do instead, I provide a supplement that does have plant-based food-bound iodine that is actually much easier to regulate, and your dog's body can use it easily and more efficiently. So this is the answer to the question whether we should supplement iodine to your dog's food separately or not. And my answer is no, it should be supplemented in a whole food-based, plant-based supplement or general food. Now, if the food is depleted of iodine, then we know that that depletion will project in your dog's food. My idea is that most dogs do benefit from plant-based supplementation of iodine, and that's why we have included it, or that's why it is in GreenMin. Now, if you have any questions about your dog's iodine levels, what you can do, you can just take your dog's hair sample and run GreenMin at greenmin.com. And the test will tell you whether your dog is deficient in iodine or whether his or her levels are normal. One of our community members has asked about bundle savings on our website. In the past, we used to spend a lot of time trying to create different offers and campaigns as any other company does online, but we wanted to focus on helping you to learn and having fun with your dog and making the process of purchasing our supplements really simple. So what we've done, we actually created smart bundles where if you buy more products at the time and just kind of time your purchases, you will get actually up to 15% off your purchase. So if you go to the website, let's say greenmin.com, what you can do, you can just try and test the smart bundle tool and add different amounts or numbers of jars or bottles of supplements and see how it affects your final price. So I have the last question to answer today, and that is regarding recommendations of dog food. We get a lot of requests about recommending food, raw or cooked. And the problem is that most of these manufacturers are actually local and regional, because raw food is hard to transport, and there are many passionate dog food makers that are usually functioning locally in a region. So I would recommend you talking to other dog lovers and maybe talking to local veterinarians that are inclined to feed raw food or recommend raw food, and then just kind of try different things. My personal recommendation is to go with the visuals, see what what the food looks like when you open it, what it smells like, what color it is. Does it seem like it's actually good quality or not? And try to go for non-medicated meats as often as possible. Now, when I make food for my dog, I usually just buy the meat and I make the vegetables myself. Usually look at what is in the fridge and blend it in a food processor, finely chop it. If you are looking for a list of vegetables, we have one right here. You can just click at the link above, or if you're watching this video on Facebook, you can just find the link in comments. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope you've enjoyed the session, and I'm looking forward to more kitchen talks. Take care. Cheers.